Attention passionate Dallas, Cowboys. Latest news, something big is happening in the NFC East and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Dallas Cowboys' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Dallas Cowboys fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your friends and Dallas, Cowboys. Let's get to the news now, folks. There's some seriously explosive talk circulating around the NFL, and it's got everyone's attention, especially here in Dallas. Rumors are swirling that the Cleveland Browns might be willing to part ways with one of the most dominant pass rushers in the league right now, Myles Garrett. And if this happens, it could completely shift the balance of power in the NFC, especially for the Cowboys, who are always looking to bolster that pass rush and tighten up their defense. Let's start by painting a picture of who Myles Garrett is. This guy isn't just your average edge rusher. He's a true titan on the field. He's coming off a phenomenal 2025 season with 16 sacks, 62 pressures, and a PFF grade of 95.2, which is absolutely insane. That makes him one of the top defensive players in the league, no question. He's a guy who can change the game with a single play, and his win rate of 42.1% shows he's consistently winning against double teams, often breaking through offensive lines that try to contain him. His ability to disrupt plays is second to none: 24 tackles for loss, 8 forced fumbles, and a run defense rating of 93.4. And he's maintained minimal injury issues, missing only one game last year due to an ankle sprain, which he recovered from quickly. His career stats are nothing short of legendary. Over his time in the league, Garrett has accumulated 102 sacks and 348 pressures, all while maintaining an elite 94.6 PFF grade, and he's averaging about 1-2 sacks per game, which is a historic benchmark. His style of play reminds many analysts of Reggie White back in the day, an unstoppable force who can elevate his team's pass rush and create mismatches all over the field. His burst off the line is elite, running a 4.64 40-yard dash, and he's got the strength to break double teams with ease. Teams have to account for him on every snap, and that opens up so many opportunities for other players on the defense like Micah Parsons, who's already one of the league's best. And here's the thing, Garrett isn't just a one-year wonder. He's been consistently dominant over the past few seasons, earning All-Pro honors from 2018 all the way through 2024, and he was named the Defensive Player of the Year in 2023. That kind of consistency is rare, especially for an edge rusher. His ability to pressure quarterbacks and stuff runs has made him one of the most feared players in the NFL. His pass rush grade of 96.8 in 2025 is the highest among all edge players, and he's particularly adept at rushing the passer from a variety of angles, often winning against double teams and chip blocks. Now, why would the Browns consider trading him? Well, their cap situation is a mess, with about a $15 million negative cap space heading into 2026. They're also coming off a disappointing 8-9 season, and their defense, despite Garrett's brilliance, has struggled, allowing 25 points per game and ranking 19th overall in the league. The Browns are in a rebuild mode, trying to get younger on the offensive line and focusing on extending Deshaun Watson, whose cap hit is projected to be around $55 million. With limited flexibility, trading Garrett for draft capital makes a lot of sense. They're reportedly looking for a first-round pick in 2026, and a third-rounder in 2027. This kind of move would be a seismic shift in the AFC, but it would also be a massive boost for the Cowboys, who are desperately seeking an elite pass rusher to elevate their defense into true elite territory. Dallas's current cap situation has about a $33 million negative space, but they're already making moves, cutting Terrence Steele, which frees up around $12 million, and potentially making other roster adjustments to create room for Garrett. Adding Garrett to a defense that already features Micah Parsons, who's been fantastic, could push the Cowboys' pass rush from good to unstoppable. Imagine Garrett and Parsons working together, creating double teams for offensive lines, forcing quarterbacks to hurried throws, and turning the tide in big moments. The impact on the Cowboys' defense would be immediate. With Garrett on the line, their sack total could jump from 48 to over 66, significantly increasing their pressure rate and win percentage. His presence would also improve run defense, making it tougher for opponents to establish the ground game, something that has been a weakness at times this season. For example, the Cowboys have been vulnerable against the run, especially within the NFC East, where teams like the Giants have been able to run effectively at times. Garrett's ability to collapse the pocket and disrupt plays would help contain those threats and give the secondary more confidence, reducing big plays and YAC allowed, especially with players like Bland anchoring the secondary. Looking deeper into the potential benefits, Garrett's addition could turn Dallas into a defensive juggernaut akin to the Steelers' 2021 squad, led by T.J. Watt. His disruptive play would help elevate the entire unit, creating opportunities for turnovers and third-down stops. Plus, with the secondary getting a boost, perhaps with more focus on coverage and less on blitzing, Dallas could become more balanced overall. It's not just about raw sacks, it's about the ripple effect of his presence, forcing offenses to rethink their approach, giving the Cowboys' defense a real identity as a top-tier unit. Now, let's talk about the Super Bowl implications. DraftKings has already bumped the Cowboys' odds of winning Super Bowl LX from plus 800 to plus 250 if Garrett joins the team. That's a huge jump, and it's not just because of his individual talent, but because of what he represents. A game-changing player who can elevate Dallas's chances dramatically. His ability to demolish offensive lines, especially in high-pressure playoff situations, makes him an X-factor for the Cowboys' Super Bowl aspirations. If Dallas can add Garrett, their odds of making a deep playoff run and possibly winning it all could skyrocket, especially considering their offensive consistency, ranking 6th in the league with 27 points per game, and their ability to control the game with their ground attack and playmakers like C.D. Lamb. And speaking of Lamb, his stellar season, over 400 receiving yards with a 92. 6 PFF grade, coupled with Garrett's pass-rushing prowess, would give Dallas a balanced attack that's tough for any team to stop. The Cowboys' red zone efficiency could see a boost too, as the defense tightens up and forces more turnovers, creating more scoring opportunities. Their third-down defense, which has been a concern at times, could improve by as much as 17%, thanks to the pressure Garrett would bring on third-and-long situations. Now, if Garrett does make the move to Dallas, it's not just about adding another superstar. It's about creating a foundation for a defensive dynasty that could dominate in the postseason for years to come. Garrett's leadership and elite play would set the tone for the entire team, inspiring others to elevate their game. His presence would also help the Cowboys' younger players, like Overshone, who's been phenomenal with 124 tackles and a solid run defense grade, by drawing double teams and freeing up others to make plays. The team's overall EPA, expected points added, versus the pass would improve significantly, with Prescott benefiting from more pressure and better field position. In conclusion, this potential trade could be a turning point for the Cowboys, transforming them into an invincible multi-ring contender. Garrett, as a legendary figure and a proven game changer, could be the piece that puts Dallas over the top, especially in a deep playoff field. Meanwhile, the Browns, despite their current rebuild plans, might be seeding a future star in Garrett, who could still have several prime years ahead of him if he stays healthy. The NFL landscape could be forever altered by this move, and as Cowboys fans, we should be excited about the possibilities. The addition of Garrett could be the key to unlocking that elusive Super Bowl, making us believers that this team is not just good but great, one that could dominate for years to come. Pause here just for a second. If you want the YouTube algorithm to keep recommending the latest Dallas Cowboys news to you, it's super important that you leave a like on this video. Go ahead, it's quick and it makes a big difference. Thank you. Now let us continue with the big reveal. And now, Dallas Cowboys fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this potential blockbuster move? Do you think Garrett joining Dallas is the missing piece to finally getting that Super Bowl trophy? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion means everything to us and to the team. Remember, I'll be back soon with even more updates, so stay tuned for all the latest Dallas Cowboys news. This is a team on the cusp of something special, and with moves like this in the works, there's no telling just how far we can go. Let's keep the faith, keep supporting our boys, and get ready for what promises to be an exciting ride ahead.